I mean, like, look, dude, what is the difference between like the rise of the Antichrist and like what you're describing in the rise of Israel, right? It's almost like I said, you guys need this to happen in order for Jesus to come back. So it's almost like you guys are kind of like, well, I'm against it and I don't want it to happen and I'm going to fight really hard for it. But if we lose, that is what God, that's part of the plan or whatever. Because in the end, Jesus comes back and we win. You understand like the kind of problem there?
No, I don't really see the problem there. I think it's
Oh,
just
all right.
a matter of reality playing out. Like, it's very easy to look at the world and say, we have to stop Israel and Jewish power. But like, if we don't, they're going to fucking try to take over the entire world just like they've been doing. But ultimately, in the end, Christ wins. I think that's just reality.
In the end, we win. Yes. The Jewish book says that worshiping the Jewish king is going to save you from the Jews in the end. Yeah, believe that story. I've got a bridge to sell you. In the end, we win? No, actually, in the end, the Christians lose. It says you're flogged in the synagogues. It says that you're beheaded for the testimony of Jesus. It says Jesus is going to come and return and smite Edom. Well, they believed Edom was Christianity since the inception. But it's the same. Trust the plan. Have your faith that a magical superhero Jew is going to float down from the clouds and save us in the end. God wins. The God of Israel wins. The Jews think they're going to win in the end. And they're the authors and the originators of the Chronicles of the Jews, of the Jewish fairy tale. Paper Jesus says the Jews win and Christians are retards. Yeah. But this, look, 5,000 likes. The Christian Christ cuck sheep mentality. It makes you complacent too. Like, oh, well, Christ won on the cross. He defeated death and Satan, but he's got to come back to finish the job, and we're waiting 2,000 years later, and chaos and birth pangs of the Messiah, and nation against nation, and famines and plagues and everything in Matthew 24. All this needs to happen, and we're promised that we're going to win in the end. You win by sitting on the couch, says Honky. Yeah, by twiddling your thumbs and popping the popcorn. Don't worry. It makes you complacent, breeds complacency. And you're just willing to accept your destruction as a win in the end. Winning means they die and go to heaven. Yeah, winning means they're raptured away in a nuclear Armageddon Holocaust. It's so pathetic.